Hello and welcome back to Vulcan. I'm Mick, we're playing Stationeers. Now it's like 1,000 degrees outside and there is smoke and ash blowing through the sky everywhere. But it's getting on to night time and it's cooling down a little bit, so I thought I might play a bit of Stationeers. But hey, that's just summer in Australia. Yeah, she's life imitating art outside at the moment. But yeah, we are back on Vulcan. I have suited, I have drinked, I have painted, oxygened, we're good to go. Right, so oxygen room is going all right. My water is not particularly good. We did get the water running last time. Well, sort of again, a little bit better. 51.1 litres. It's not gone up a great deal, especially considering it has been a little while since the last episode, and I've been doing a bit of trading, trying to get some money so that I can buy some stuff to put in the new greenhouse. I've built a new greenhouse and stuff, but it is night time outside. We're down here. The greenhouse is all done. I have got 3 full racks of Larry up. I need to get a vending machine. I thought I had a vending machine. Obviously not. Didn't put it down here, did I? No, I didn't. But I have to hook up a vending machine, get these things running. I'll need to get some water down here, which I haven't done yet. I suppose I'm going to need to get some atmosphere down here too. Okay. Well, probably need an airlock first, won't I? So you are the outer door. Outer vent. Inner vent. And the inner door. Right, screwdriver. Yep, boop. You. Small light. Sensor. Outer door, inner door. Outer vent. Inner vent. Yeah, you can go to 0 external and 0 internal pressurizing. And boop to there. We're good. Cycle to exterior. Now I need to pressurize this room. I have bumped the pressure in the CO2 up to 10 megapascals. And well, as I've bumped the temperature up to 10 megapascals, so I've got enough gas to pressurize this room. I have been sucking in gas, which means the temperature has gone up to 31.4 degrees. And of course, the temperature is up to 31.4 degrees. It means that I'm no longer making water because I needed below 25 degrees to make water. So I've had a rethink about the water, and if I grab another phase change device, I think we can do something with that. Or well, it'll be version 3 until I find out that that doesn't work, and then it'll be something else. Do I have a housing? I do not have a housing. So why does housing always have an A in it? Grab one of them. I have a chip still. I do have a spare one in there. That's okay. I'll need a console and a good old graph. Oh yes. This might take a little while to print out. So console, graph, glass, probably some pipes. I have liquid pipes insulated. I do. I will want that's a liquid utility, probably some gas utilities. Consoles. Oop. A graph. I will want a utility gas insulated. 2 of them will do. And glass is what I'll need. and enough daytime left to go out and actually do the stuff I want to do. Excellent. When you're ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have to maybe disconnect the water from our carbon dioxide. Because, yeah, so as I'm collecting more carbon dioxide, the temperature of the carbon dioxide will go up, which means it's going to be hotter. Wow, great explanation. So that's up to 30.4. I need the water to be less than 25 degrees for it to cool down, because it means there's actually nothing happening in here, it's just evaporating. So, but I can remove this if I have, actually if I disconnect the carbon dioxide from the rest of the stuff and just have enough here that I can have a small reservoir of carbon dioxide that I use as the gas to cool down the water. So if I put that to there, I can then just disconnect that. Whoop, done. So now there's a lot of whooshies coming out of there. Why? The vents have turned on. That's all right. We're good. Now, if I use the pollutant to cool down that CO2, then that CO2 to cool down the water condenser, I should be okay, right? Yeah, that'll work, probably. Well, I sound convinced. Let's get rid of that. And I probably need to get the water pipe out of the way. So yeah, you can switch off. Let's get you right out of the way. Right. Now, if I get rid of this one here, which is angle grinder, then a drill, that'll work, and then a drill. Excellent. Over there. So I can move you to, say, over here, the condensation chamber. Well, that'll probably do. And I can grab my other one and put you into there as in the evaporation chamber. Right. Build you both up. Okay, first one will be pollutant, which cools the carbon dioxide here, which is just a short length of pipe, which can then join into here. So then we're just cooling a small amount of carbon dioxide, which is separate from the big collector, and it should be able to cool that down easily, and it'll be completely independent from the other CO2 supply. Or at least that's a theory. So I shall want to put down pollutant can hook into there, and you are definitely pollutant. You'll be pollutant, and you will get the output back to the collector as well. Oh, that looks like daytime about to happen. Right, you are onto there. So now if I switch that on to one pollutant, I want that to go down to, say, 0 degrees. 3275. That's not the one I want. That one there. I set you to 3275. Switch you on. That should now leave that thing on. That should now cool the CO2 down to 0 degrees. And then I can use that CO2 to cool down the water. Right, after I've given it the all-important paint job. Now, so I'll need to take the gas from here and feed it into the condensation chamber there. So that is awkward. I should be able to do that without too much trouble. No, round another one. Spanner. Oh, come on. Yep. Nope. Come on, auto-rotate. Work with me here. Put you onto there. Put my reservoir back onto it. That is gas. That is gas. Right. So that'll allow the water to still pick the steam out of this pipe here. And that'll turn it back into a water. If I back up again. And connect up my water pipes back into there. If you come across, I've got to get down to there as well. 10. Don't need to go down 10. Let's say 5. And yep. I don't think these pipes are oh. Well, that cable's just awkward, isn't it?
Waste tank caution.
Yeah, that was bound to happen, wasn't it? Fortunately, here's one I prepared a little earlier. Ha ha. Right, no, you cable to there and pipes. That's what we're doing. There, to there, to there. Now I should be able to switch you on to 14 kilopascals, I think it was, if my memory serves. Or I could look it up. Water is, to get that to 25 degrees, I need 48. So 25 degrees is, yeah, about 14 kilopascals. And which is that one. 14, confirm, and switch you on, switch you off. Now, how are we doing? I got nothing in there because I haven't switched on this one. That should get me water in. It's not getting me water into there. Because that one has cooled down. So how about if I drop the pressure onto that one? Say 110. We now have steam again. Just going into there and it is coming in 5 degrees. Maybe a little bit more pressure in there. Increase. Because the carbon dioxide is at 0 degrees and we're trying to cool down to, well, more than 0 degrees. I can put a little bit more in there and it is just going to change the rate at which we are condensing water. That's still only going up to 10 degrees. Why are you cooling down? Still going up. 1.5 degrees. Okay, we might be able to switch this up pretty high then. A lot more than what we wanted to. Oh, what the hell, let's go to 50. And it's still only 15 degrees. Nice. But this machine, the pollutant is putting out over a kilojoule of cooling in there and going up as we are pressurizing this one. And our CO2 is slowly rising in temperature. I'll have to keep an eye on that. If that settles at a temperature that's more than 25 degrees, I'll have to reduce that. Looks good. That's 150 degrees. Yeah, good. Our incoming water is going down. 51.7. You should be going up. Eventually. It's going up. Excellent. Right. Well, if I got a water sensor there, I'll be able to put there my graph, but I brought everything except the water sensor, so I refuse to put a graph on there. I could have still put it out there, couldn't I? Hooked it up later. Too late. Right, so while it's daytime, or probably nighttime again. Well, good. Well then, I'll just search for anal here and get what I need. And how am I doing for temperature? I might have to go and crack one off. I'll crack one off in the new room. I should have got a vent to do that with, but I didn't. That'll teach you. But we are sealed in here. It is still 0. Open you and my other one. Open that one as well. Well, 96 degrees. Yay. It's warmed up. So I had to get water in there, which I could have hooked up then, but I didn't. And my water analyzer is in my hand. I'll put it out here because this is where all the knobs are that I need to twiddle to adjust my water. So my water is this one right here. So if my, where is it? There. I put that onto there. I shall put the chip can go into there. The console can go, well, can go into there. That'll be fine. Graph. Good. Chip can go in there. Just need to cable it all up. And we're good. Okay. 53, that's good. Now, what are you doing in there? I can look at we got 17.5 degrees. That's fine. I can still turn that up a bit further then. Now, I want to find the difference in water each time, or each change of the circuit. Now, import what I've got on there. It's a solid tracking chip, so let's get rid of that one. So let's stop that for the time being. So I'll need to alias the analyzer to D0, and well, that's all I need, isn't it? Yeah, I just need to measure the pipe, that's it. So I also need to know what the water was on the previous loop. So I shall alias the old water to R10, say, and that should be about it. So we start. I shall yield, shall load into R0 from the analyzer. Analyzer the volume of liquid. I shall need to subtract that from what the old one was. No, I need to subtract the old one from what it currently is. So we subtract R1, because I want to keep R0, shall be the current water minus the old water. So if the water has gone up, that'll give us a positive value. It'll be a very small value. So maybe if we multiply it by 1,000, multiply R1 by 1,000. So that'll give us how many, so volume of liquid will be in litres. This will now show us how many millilitres we get per game tick. Well, I hope it's more than millilitres, but anyway, we'll find out soon, I guess. Now save that to the housing of the chip, setting to R1. Now I've got to move into the old water what we currently read, which was R0, and then jump to the start, where we will then wait a game tick and read it again, compare it with the old water we had on the last lap of that. So I need the analyzer. Go on to there. Now the analyzer, I have something else on there called the liquid oil analyzer. So liquid cold water analyzer, because the other one's a water analyzer, so we'll do a cold water analyzer. And it should be the cold water analyzer. And that gives us a number that is very small. 0.5 milliliter of water per game tick. Awesome. So if I call you the water housing, I can switch you to the I have stuff scrolling off the off the screen there. If I stand in the wrong spot. Cool. Anyway, water housing. And we have, oh, it's going down. 0.38, what the hell? I got nothing in there again. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn that right down. Oh, how am I going to do that? Well, in theory, I suppose if the water is coming in at a temperature of 140 degrees or 137 degrees, through evaporation, I should not be able to drop it more than 111 degrees. So I should always have water coming in. So that's 17 degrees, so I should be able to turn that up a bit higher. Up to 60 kilopascals. And now we're coming back again. Still only 5 millilitres per game tick. We're up to 54 litres, so we're getting somewhere. Now I can, if I up the pressure in the tank here, because we're down to 29 litres, so we're losing water in here now. We're processing it faster than we're actually collecting it. So if I increase the pressure in here, that will increase the temperature in here. And with the higher temperature in here, it'll increase the rate of heat transfer on the radiators. Because we're only getting 1 kilojoule of heat out of them. So if I bump the pressure up in the filtration, come on, edit. So set 160, let's go to 200. Oh, 200. Right, so that should now bump the temperature up in there to 170 degrees. Now we're getting 5 kilojoules of heat transfer out of there, which should be heating up the water in here and getting us a bit more water. Hopefully quickly. No, it's still going down. Well, I might have to up it even further. But that's switching on a lot more often now. I can hear this thing coming on more often. Active again. Very good. Very good. And yeah, well, we'll leave that to run and see how it goes for a little bit. But this will be version 3 of the water. Oh. Why did you go down when I looked at it? 134 kilopascals in there and holding steady. 135, that's good. 25.3. That's good. We have 3.3 kilojoules of heat being pulled out of that water per game tick. And a heap of heat being pulled out of there. All right, that looks good. Now if I can go down and pressurize the greenhouse while that's doing its water thing, I'll go pressurize the greenhouse. I need a volume pump to do that. And I get to hook up the water. So I've got water pipes and I have got some more pipes there. Pressurize it. I'll need a volume pump, which I haven't got. Okay. Volume pump. I could probably grab some chips because I don't have them anymore. I'll grab some of them. I can automate this so I don't have to sit down and babysit it for a while. Right. Meantime, how are we doing for batteries? You're good. You're pretty good. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay, I must have caught them all up. Never mind then. If I can grab you, Mr. AC10, we can come down and start to pressurize this. Yeah, I have a sensor down here, which I haven't hooked up by the looks of it. I better hook that up then. That would be a plan. I have put some housings up here ready to take my controllers, and I need 42 cables to hook up my sensor. Nice shot. Right, and it looks like I need to hook those two things up because I haven't, by the looks of it. Around. You can go into that way from the carbon dioxide into the room ventilation, which is all connected up. What do I want to do with this? This will be a service tunnel. Do I want that outside gas or inside? I suppose it can stay inside. That way I've got fewer points where I can accidentally break the base. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I need to hook up you two by the looks and the vent. Yep, there, that'll do us. Cable cutters. You. And right, got oxygen filters. I have got you, which should be able to switch on. And switch on that. Right, so that should be blowing in carbon dioxide, which it sounds like it is. Pressure 17 kilopascals. Nice. Yeah, I could probably name you to a carbon dioxide pump, and of course give you a paint because your carbon dioxide pump. We got 11 kilopascals. Well, that's going to take a little while, so yeah, let's not babysit this. So wait, yoink you. You got nothing in you. Good. So I shall alias the sensor to D0, which will be the room sensor, and alias the CO2 pump to D1, which will be the, well, would be the CO2 pump. I shall just start. I shall yield, runs once per game ticket. I'll load into R0 from the sensor the pressure, and we shall want the vent to come on when it is less than, I don't know, we'll set it to 80. Why not? And save to CO2 pump on R0. Jump to the start. That's all it has to do at the moment. Just stay switched on until it reaches 80 kilopascals. Gosh. So you shall be the gas sensor and you are the CO2 pump. Right. Now that should that's 33 kilopascals already. That's not going to take too long. Switch it off. Yeah, it switches back on again. That's good. So I can switch on my cooling. So it's 30 to 27 degrees. That doesn't have to cool down too much. Oh, that's coming in at 26 degrees. Well, that'll be why. Right, so that should pressurize the room and we're ready to go. As soon as I put in the water, I might not hook up everything. Let's just hook up the first one for the time being. So if I grab, if I switch off the rest of them, and you there, I think that's exposed to outside, so I'll just put on insulated pipes from there. So now I should have water to here, which I do, 57 litres. It's now evaporating to fill up the extra space that I've got there. So I now have 12,000 litres of capacity for water. So you really don't need a tank when you've got these pots here, because each of these are 100 litres of storage each. So yeah, I've got plenty of storage available now. I don't need a tank. There you go, so 56 litres. I can start growing stuff down here. Grow lights. I have put in grow lights, and if I even wired them up, I have. Yes, I have. So I'll need, I only brought one chip. So I'll need a chip for the grow lights, a chip for Larry, and a vending machine, and some chutes. And I'll need to wire that up. I haven't wired up this thing, so I need to do that. Right, you're on, you're powered, you're powered. So a chip for the grow lights and a chip for Larry. Okay, we can do that. And it's definitely daytime, and it's definitely warm. Yes. So probably grab some more cables. No, not that one. To there. Stupido. Now I want, grab them, and I needed to, I've forgotten what I needed. Vending machine. I remembered. How about that? A vending machine refrigerated. Wow. Did I not print one out? Am I sure? I definitely didn't. Got some more landing pads there and some hanger doors, because I might want to get some Darga ferns if I can. And shit, I'm out of electrum. I got a fat stack. Do I want to put all of them in? Probably not. Because yes, I've been doing some trading, and I have sold a heap of ingots. What do we got there? Now I've got $6,025 dues. But I want to get some Darga ferns, so I'm going to have to build a pressurized hanger. And yeah, that's going to take a bit. I've got a hanger. Well, I haven't got a hanger. I've got a landing pad just over there, but I thought if I build another landing pad just up here on these green frames, I could probably get more gold coming. Right. I could probably build a hanger above where we are here. So I've got some landing pads, I've got some doors, and I've been sort of trying to feel out a bit of a base design to put up there, and I've been making very, 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 very slow progress on it because I keep running out of bits. 6 walls, that's all I've got left. See? Flat walls, I've got 6. So give me another 24 of them and make that stack back again. So I'll need that and plastic sheets Oh, and chutes. I need more chutes as well. Well, shit. Right, I can put in 3, 4. I guess the vending machine will be going down here somewhere. It is, of course, a refrigerated vending machine. Go to there. I can reach the on-off switch. And screwdriver. Right. Now, I need one for the grow lights. So this is 80 kilopascals. You have shut off. 25 degrees. It is a carbon dioxide. Bit of nitrogen. Where did I get nitrogen from? Must be just from opening my helmet in the other room. Oh, it could be from opening the waste tanks in the other room where there is nitrogen. Yeah, it'll do. Right, so I want you import. We've got nothing. So our grow light timer. So we shall start. I shall need to define the grow light to grow light. You there. Start. So save batch to the grow light. Switch it on. Sleep for 10 minutes. And save batch to the grow light. Switch it off. And sleep for 5 minutes, 300 seconds. Jump back to the start. Export that. G into there. And the grow lights are on. Now that should be enough to cover all of these pots. Yeah, I want one for the go to the library. I should grab my Larry Farming, which is on the workshop. No point rewriting it if it works. And take you away. I need to find the dump point, which is there, station 25. It should be the same on all of them. Dump is 25. Export you and put you into there. So need to name you because I've got 3 of them. Larry Doc 1, and you should be 1. Right. Yep. Now Larry is there. Larry Doc 1, bin 1, and that's all we need. We're away. That shouldn't bump into the wall and cause me any problems there because it all stays away from the wall. Anyway, you are running and ready for seeds. You've got water. Just need seeds. I need to hook up the vending machine and shoots. And we're good. Okay. Now, where did I get that sheet from? I think I got that from outside, didn't I? Now, how's the water going? I could probably put a graph on the inside. put a graph anywhere as long as I hook it up to this thing here, and that's where I got that sheet from there. Okay, so we are going at 0.4. What the hell? Yeah, you've run out again.
Hunger caution.
Okay. How am I going to do that? I'm up for a water maker version more than that. So 6 milliliters per game tick. I'm going to put a dynamic controller on this thing. If I put a sensor on the steam pipe, when it runs out, just keep dropping the value in there. Oh, there wasn't the portables connector which would allow you to connect a water pipe up to a gas pipe and just allow the vapor through. Well, it's not what it's made for, but if it works that way, can I use it? Yeah. Okay, so water collector is not running perfectly. I have to think about that one a bit more, but I've got seeds I can start planting once I get some shoots. More than that. I've got it all ready to go. I just need the power cables and shoots, which I've got. And we're good out here. Grab that and we'll see how we go. Right, so I've been sort of fudging, holding oxygen, star seedlings, find that one. You're trying to contact something that is that's a small one, it's just searching. You are trying to find something. Medium dish is trying to contact someone. Void Ventures. Before you knock off, let's come in and land. Why are you not doing anything? Are you trying to contact it, or do I just have a bug in my code? It was working fine on Europa. Why would there be a bug in the code? Yeah, if I grab my network analyzer, that'll do, because I do have my other tablet there. Make you a network analyzer. That one will tell me whether or not the dish is scanning. Now, is it pulling and a battery? And it might have been handy too. Right, that is pulling 600 watts. Okay, so it's not actually scanning for anything. So there's a problem in the code for no reason. Well, get back to searching. Somebody leave or something, I don't know. You have tools. I don't want any of that. Oh, go away. You're not going to buy anything. Yes, I did enlarge this pad and I put on a ridiculously long runway which just hangs right over the edge of the void. I'll have to pull that down because it looks stupid, but I wanted to land a big trader so as I could sell them some ingots for a lot of money, so I kind of just did. That's... Ooh, there's an oxygen trader. I want you. Star seedlings, I want you. Find either of them quickly. Star seedlings, are you going to be contacted? Are you too far away? How about if I up the power on you a little bit? Oh, here comes the day. So if I'm going to... Whee! I'm going to put down a landing pad. If I put a hangar which comes into the land from here, a 3x3 should be enough because I think the 3x3s do sell the stuff I want. No, let's go the other way for them. No, not that one. Grinder. Oh, and a connector. Connect the power over there. Right, and weld. Hot. Hot. Find them. Come on, two of you searching. And before I run inside, how's my power doing? It's daytime, so we should be fully charged. Oh, shit. Ah. Now, about that Stirling engine that I was talking about a while ago and not doing. This is the base I've sort of sorted out a bit up here. Why is it different on that side? I must have changed my mind. Come on, find them. But if I build that hangar up there, we might be able to do something. But I've got the chutes, cables. I'll grab some seeds and we can start planting stuff. I can't plant soy down there because I don't have any nitrogen in there as yet. But if I get, if I get the compost going, I can start making nitrogen. Sure. Oh, something's turned to poop. Yay. Some wheat. I can start stockpiling chook food. Yeah. And I suppose while I'm here I should eat and drink, shouldn't I? Good to go. Yeah, I suppose set up some sort of sorting mechanism there to sort out the seeds from the vending machine. That might make life a little easier. Once I've got stuff growing in here, I shall need to get my oxygen thingy working. Oh, still 5.25 megapascals. That's coming along nicely. So if I put in, I don't know, in them, and why not? Plant them all. They're happy. darkness. It's because stuff is switched off. Now if I switch that on, you're all in light. They are all in light. Excellent. Right, we have stuff growing. I need to set up the composter. It was the stuff downstairs I needed to do. Now I need shoots down. And no, line up. Fine. So if the other ones come along here, they can feed into. No.
Waste tank caution.
I'm inside. Can't be that caution. And join ye into there. I'll need to hook up the data. Right, so we raise that up. We'll do it that way then. Fine. I have power just up there. I should better hook into that, but I won't be able to get past the chutes. So if I put you to there, you are to there, there, junction, there, you go straight into, not window, straight into there. These ones will go across to the other ones, and that can go down to there. Right, so that should feed everything into this vending machine. This one will have to sort out the seeds. I could put a sorter in before we get to there, or I could just look through the vending machine and spit out all the seeds. Well, we'll collect them for now and see how we go. If I put in a sorting thing out here, will I have enough room? I've got to get space for chickens. Well, chickens could probably go upstairs. I need power. Now I will have power for you. There might be the best place to get power from for the vending machine. Because you will have to have power. And yeah. Okay, that's that thing hooked up, and vending machine. Oh, of course, I'm one short. Who would have thought? Okay, you're switched on. You're refrigerated. Whoops. I think some stuff stacks to more than 50, so let's just stack you all the way. 300. That'll do. So I think that is the garden growing. You're all thriving, temperature's good, pressure's good. I don't need the oxygen extractor as yet. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Oxygen is going up. Excellent. That's why it's meant to be going. While I'm here, you can have one of them. Enjoy. All right, so we've got the water running again for a little while. We've got the greenhouse up and working. So we've made some progress, unless I come out here and find out the water stopped again. Then there's less progress. Oh, I wonder if I found that trader. And we have got off. You've got to be kidding me. No water again. Down to 60 kilopascals, fine. What's we got in there? 24 litres. How much is actually coming in? Got like 3 kilojoules of cooling going on there. Hardly anything coming. I'm going to have to bump up the pressure in there even further. All right. Import. So 200 wasn't enough. Let's make some big steps then. 300. Okay, now how are we doing? Well, now we're above ambient temperature, definitely. The temperature in there is still going down. What the hell? It is evaporating, it is not condensing. Oh, because it's still pressurizing. Okay, fine. Cools down a little bit, it blows a heap more hot gas in there. Ah, my Stirling engines, that's what I was going to do. I've got over 1,000 degrees there, and I need power. Yeah. Well, I thought I wasn't going to need them. I could build some big wind turbines or, yeah, just go to Stirling engine for... If I do a Stirling engine, I'm going to have to run cables damn miles to get up to those batteries again. Ah, shit. Well, I guess I may as well. Stirling engine. 2. May as well. And I still have the coal generator there if it does come down to a pinch. Hopefully it doesn't get pinched. But that's probably about all I got time for. I've got the Stirling engine for next time, but this time, greenhouse is working. It's pressurized, it's growing. The water is version 3 and still not working very well. But 61 litres. I do have more water than what I started with, which is the main thing. But yeah, that's about all we got time for today. So until next time, happy building. See ya.